Hey, Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Reading. So we're going to go ahead and do a reading here to see what were your past life gifts. We have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, as you can see here, or as you now know because I told you. And yeah, just pick one. You could possibly be drawn to more than one in this reading particularly as well. And we're going to see what were your past life gifts. All right, see you on your timestamp. For those of you who chose number 1, let's see, what are your past life gifts? We have the 8 of Cups here. Got the finger, the axe. Okay, y'all were intense. Let's see, the door. We got crossroads and the door. And the 8 of Cups leaving. The maple. Okay. Freedom. Y'all were good at leaving. Soul Star. East Side. Maybe you left the East Side or something like that. New position. Okay. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. Literally. Literally. So for you guys, you really followed your heart. There's a heart pillow here on the Empress. There's a heart card there. You followed your heart, your soul energy. You went more towards the east in some direction. You were like, I'm about to be free. 100%. I'm following my crossroads. I'm opening new doors for myself. I am my own wisest guidance. You foresaw things that would be problems in the future, and you wanted to leave those vibrations, and so you did. You felt when things would work against you, and you would make the move, 20 steps ahead of that. Okay, yeah, y'all didn't like to work. So your job was not working. We have not networking. I said not working. We have the Empress and the Swan here as well. Explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes, literally. So yes, your energy completely is just over here like, I want to be free. I want to do what I want. I'm going to the east. I'm following my soul, who I am. You could have left societal constructs, relationships, all this kind of thing. Somehow, maybe through artistry and really just through your beauty and your looks, you really just found a way to make it through things. Make it through things. I think you could be tough when you needed to. You could do certain things for yourself. You could work hard, but you had determined not to in this life, okay? You had very strong energy that was Venusian and a little solar. So Taurus, Libra energy with a little Leo. There's feminine identified energy here this lifetime. You were very wise from a kid, though. Very, very wise from a kid. You always felt connected to, could be like a grandparent influence here. It's like learning how to work hard or learning how to work sweetly was impressed upon you by a grandparent. It seems like you were raised by a grandparent. And once they, passed and everything, you were like, I know how to survive. I know how to thrive, and I know how to do it in a good, sweet way. I'm going to live with luxuries. I'm going to live the life I want. I'm going to live where I want. I'm going to live in my comforts. And, that's what I'm going to do. I can't be out here, working away, toiling away for others. That's not my vibration. It's not the energy that I had. I'm meant to be a free person, to have open doors, to go through new experiences, to not be limited. And I want to travel towards the east. That's what my heart is telling me. That's what my energy is telling me. So, yes, that's what I'm seeing for y'all. Point blank. Beautiful, beautiful energy. You were very, very, very attractive too. Your talent was knowing your power and knowing your soul. You were very connected with your higher self, knowing to listen to your elder. That was a good elder. And to work sweeter, and to work with attraction, and to work with freedom energy versus being underneath somebody, bowing to hierophant energy, controlling energy, overworking energy. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing for this group. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, if you chose group 2, let's go ahead and get your cards. Past life talents, 2 of Cups. It looks like a soap opera too. You're like, I was a lover. A skiller. Oh, you was a ball, huh? We got more Taurus energy, some Cancer energy, making some little nest eggs. You say, younger man, okay, is the energy that's coming up. younger man for this lifetime, dealings or relationships with a younger man. So y'all would have been picking up a little bit more of the male energy, but here's very nurturing, very intuitive towards family and relationships. Okay, we have basketball. This could have been in a time frame when basketball would have been around, and you could even have traveled to play some basketball. Okay, on a broom. Or you just play some kind of sport. Okay, let's be honest. You just play some kind of sport because you was over, flying around on your broomstick. Out here with the golden egg. What y'all playing? Quidditch? Oh my. Catching dragons' eggs and stuff. I don't know what era y'all are in. Some Aquarians are like, yeah. I remember when I fought the dragons. Anyways, or was friends with the dragons. I was a dragon. Anyways, Aquarians. It's still your season for a few days, so we'll give it to you when I'm recording this. Taurus energy. Point blank, Taurus energy or Cancer, and they're like soulmate signs, and they're kind of the same person a lot of ways, so that's your vibe. Surprise. Wow, so we got these homebody, earthy, little romantic sides. Then we have surprise. So what's the surprise? Knight of Pentacles reverse. Well, you are a romantic earth-based person. So you're someone who's earth, water dominated. So people would think, like, you were about your money. You were about success and hard work. You were about having money. But then at some point you changed, right? So we have this like young man focusing on his coin, but then you switched up all of a sudden in a way that made no sense to anybody. I think you're the earth sign. That's what it is. You're the earth sign, and you get involved with this mystical water sign. You have some earth, water energy to you. And people are like shocked. What? What? Like, you're so invested in getting this coin, playing your game on the broom or whatever you're doing in your caravan. And now you just leave in the caravan. Look at the camel, say bye, split and spit. The earth sign leaves because you're chasing after this fortune that probably wasn't an accurate fortune, but hey, y'all were in love, so you're just gonna run after this person. So you had a trickster side. You had the side that wanted to be more playful, and you kicked into it at an early age. So it's not that serious. Laugh. This deck curses. Laugh. Don't let the BS make you bitter. And you have the bull right there. Don't make the bullish make you bitter. So it's like you were like, you know what? I did spend a lot of my life working hard and doing all this and that here. I kind of, it kind of sucks maybe that I'm going to like cut out early and not have my finances. Maybe I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot. But on the other hand, this person's gorgeous. I feel like I'm in love. And I'm hard-headed and stubborn. So once I decide I'm going to do something, that's what I'm going to do. That's the kind of game I'm going to play now instead of whatever this kind of other game it was. Stay optimistic about your love life. This was reversed. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So, yeah, we do have this really not quite buying into it. We do have 2 Grecian cards reversed as well. So maybe you were like, yeah, I don't really believe in all these things. I don't have the same spirituality as this person. They're like telling me to wear talismans and stuff, and I don't really know what's going on. But look, surprise, here's me wearing the flower headband after all, because you hella cute. We about to go use that nest egg. So this is just hilarious. It's very funny. You just were hardcore, someone who you thought you were serious about, how you were going to build your life and follow your plan, and everyone else did too. They thought you were always going to have success in what you want to do, but you got swept off your feet. Okay, you got pulled right out of your life path, away from the group that you travel with. You left your homies and everything and just chased romance. Just like, pew, just skyrocketed for some, this is very Shakespearean romance, I feel like, where you're like, this doesn't make sense. We're probably not going to live long after this. We're going to burn through this. Money, we don't really have good spiritual guidance right now, but let's do it. Right? I love you, you love me, and we're so pretty, right? This is a new game to play. This is fun. So that's what I'm seeing for you. You chose number 2 and you got the 2 of Cups too. This is what I'm seeing for this past life for you. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. Hey, group 3, let's go ahead and see what's going on in your past life. It's always so fun to read. I always feel like, even when it's serious messages lately, the people's spirit crews are just happy and excited and laughing. Probably like, yeah, you're reading again. So I just get the laughs when I'm reading. But there's also some fun stuff here as well. So let's go ahead and check out group 3, your past life gifts. Well, we have 5 of Pentacles. She said, what? Rooster, don't be mad. Look, you got the bag, though. Let's see. We got August, full moon here. Sneakers, watermelon, North Star. I feel like y'all were like Robin Hood. You knew how to get money from people who were holding it. They weren't ready. You were fast too. Protect yourself before you wreck yourself. You were fast. Perception, because you're like, the idea of thievery is in perception, and I feel like y'all stole from us. You also have magical energy, like magic woman, sorceress here. So you could have felt like somebody had the power and they would make other people poor, and they would make other people have punishments that weren't accurate, they didn't deserve, and you felt like, give me my dues. Let me get my reclamation, okay? I'm gonna get mine diamonds. You came up on them. You were super intuitive, right? We got nightmare, psychic energy, shields. You were very protected, though, spiritually. And that's why you went for it. You were very, very protected. You were lucky. You are hard-nosed. You were here, the rooster. We have August energy. So your sun or moon would have been Leo, Virgo. And you had a rebellious side. Actually, you guys could have been born in August around the full moon. So you could have been Leo with an Aquarius full moon, or Virgo with the Pisces moon. So that equality energy of this Aquarius, Pisces full moon, and that opposition naturally that you carried of this full moon energy really challenged you to challenge others. So for sure, we have diamonds. You stole bags of money. We have emeralds over here. Like, you were not playing, because you said in a spiritual sense, like, who say you get to run the matrix? And sneakers, shoes, food, all right, the rooster. You took it all. You said, I'm fast and I'm magically protected. We just came out of spiritual ceremony. Our spiritual forces say fight back. Right? Look, you see you coming on the white horse? You said, for my people, I'm salvation, but for them, I'm a nightmare. Ooh. Ooh, you said, I call it prayers and ceremony. They call it something negative, but guess what? I'm going to show them today. All right? We have you chasing towards freedom, towards reclamation, towards equality. Yeah. Receiving and giving these things. You said, I call this my promotion. I said, you were a stubborn person that people should not have crossed. Y'all know how you're the rooster people are. But I said, you were a very loving person. You were a very kind, loving person. And you wanted to take care and nurture people. You wanted to feed your family, take care of your people, help those who were downtrodden on. You had very high vibrational reasons for what you were doing. We see here in the cold of winter and stuff, people needed food. It's 5 of Pentacles in that card. Like, people don't have food. You're going house to house. Do people have blankets? Do they have food? Are they taken care of? So you were like, this rooster's like, yes, I'll go to the big house and raid them. Suckers. Yes, I'll use my magic and throw down. And yes, I'll use my speed. Are you kidding me? Because this is ridiculous. We're going to thrive over here. Okay, we're going to live and we're going to thrive and we're going to be safe in our garden. We're going to get a 9 of Pentacles, a 10 of Pentacles. Because that's probably what, you probably were just taking back what they took from you or what they weren't paying you. Because the universe sees this as equal. They're seeing this as justice. So you were good. There's no negative karma or something from this. You were in the right. So see that full moon again, that full moon baby. You're like, I'll creep in the full moon. You can see me coming because you can't catch me. You're so funny. You were sassy. Okay, I'll come back wearing your clothes and take something again. That's how your vibe was, okay? And there could also be, for some of you, you're the snake because the hair is looking like snake. Or you could have a partner or someone close to you who's you're the snake. Some of you, you're the rooster then, but you're the snake now. Okay? And some of you are a water sign now. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but you were these other signs then. All right, so that's what I'm seeing for this pile. Your skills and talents. You can come up on things real good. Okay, you can get them diamonds from past life, and you can protect your energy and be a powerful community person and powerful spiritual person. All right, so please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. Group 4, these are a blast so far. Okay, no pressure. Let's go ahead and see what are some of your past life talents that you have. I love when the spirit world interprets something in a humorous way or an off-kilter kind of way. Like, oh, talents, you say, well, this is what these people were up to. This is what we were seeing. All right, so we have, for example, we have the Magician reverse for you. Okay, this is hilarious because I feel like, look, this is why I was talking about humor going into your reading, because the Magician, I feel like, can be humorous. They can either be like so serious and can't crack a joke, or I find them to be a very funny trickster person. So here, reverse, I feel like y'all were clowns. Okay, you were clowning around. You also could have been the one always trying to do the cave paintings, but your paintings sucked, and now, and you know, ye future days, people are like, oh, look at this horse, but it was really supposed to be a buffalo or a sheep. You done messed up all the hieroglyphics because you were such a clown in your past life, messing around. They're like, stop. For this group, we have androgynous, non-binary going into, or even hermaphrodite energy, gender fluid going into masculine energy for your gender identity. Okay, we have skull, goat. You're like, okay, you were good at some stuff. You were good at talking. You were good at running your mouth. You were good at talking ish. You really were. You could be the one that it's like, man, you can't fight for nothing, but man, you can talk like you can. So when we go to do the war, when we go to meet those other warriors, you know, you look thick-headed and you talk a lot of smack. So you go and you have the bullhorn. No, you were good at something because you got the goat. We're going to find out what you were good at. We're not sure what you're good at yet, but you're hilarious, okay? You're good at instigating. Magic. So I guess you did throw down magic, okay? The scandalous time. And it said also you were selfish about your status too. So you're like, no, you better tell. Your past life self would be like, y'all better tell who I was. You definitely were always around people. So I feel like as I channel in, I'm literally hearing like as if your friends are telling me what you were good at in your past life. So you might be thick as thieves with people to this day. You might like team sports or something and have some people that just ride with you, or you might be seeking them and be like, where are they at? Where are they at? Because you are just used to being with them, roasting each other, taking the mickey out of each other. When? Okay? You're like, no, I had status. Okay? I was selfish about my greatest of all time score. Okay? Looks like you were good as an orator. So you could have a very deep, rough, moving voice. A voice that could almost be scary. You could have been the storyteller, the bard. So maybe you couldn't do so well with the paintings and like the sculptures and stuff, but you could tell the stories, okay? You could put a story on people's head and make them feel, you know, the movie 300, how it's like the whole thing, it starts off with the guy and it ends with the guy, spoiler alert, but telling the tale of what happened and how important his role is, especially in old times, of somebody to tell the story and what happened. That's the vibe here. Okay, but you did have some, we got the skull again. All right, so you could, when you were pushed, you could be a head buster too. I do feel like there's warrior energy in this pile, for sure. There's magical spirituality that's there. Like here, the warrior has a talisman on their shield. But there's the power of the voice of words, storytelling, building up who you are. You probably had a really cool name too. It probably has skull in it. Something like that. Magic and skull, the magical head crusher. I don't know what you were over here. But see, look, you were very close with your friends. Like that is like a superpower you had. You were so close. Like people would be envious. Be like, I wish I could have friends like that. Garage band. If you were in modern times, you would have totally been in like a garage band with your friends. All right. People probably did like you to sing as well. So you had musical talent. You would get everyone else to tune in. People really, really loved your voice. They loved the way you thought, the way you told stories. And you got a lot of recognition, right? So in more ancient societies, again, it was priceless to have the singers, the bards, the storytellers, because they're the historians, they're ceremonial leaders, they're who tells other nations who you are. You know what I mean? So it's like you going on the front line saying, you know, we are the people such and such. This is who we are. You don't mess with us, right? That kind. You were on the mic, okay? You had status and you had promise. You had magical practitioners who blessed you and protected you. You had friends and things like that. So the way you used your skills helped you to, even in negotiations, you could get food. You could make, niceness with other people, things of that nature, and break the ice where there was a lot of gruffness, the meanness going on. And the way I'm saying that too is, again, it's almost like your friends are telling me. So in some ways you were kind of cruder than they were, because maybe they could do some more fine arts, or they were a little more skilled in actually fighting. But in other ways, like when it came to words and things, you could put the finesse on and they would seem a little more crude, right? So you're like, let me help you have niceness with others. Okay, let me go. You could have been multilingual and been impressive, to communicate with. So you're the one who went and was like, no, we're negotiating diplomacy. And they're like, yeah, make nice with everyone, kind of vibe. So 100%. I really, really feel like for this group, you had somebody who you have different people who did a lot of ceremonial things. I think you came from a very ceremonial culture, but I definitely think you could have had a romantic partner who was very intent on making sure you were protected spiritually and really blessed you with a lot of magical energy as well. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. These are some of your past life energies. It's so cool because you can see, wow, school popped up multiple times. So that could be something that I can not be afraid of, but embrace. Maybe some of you are like, oh my gosh, I love schools. I wear them all the time or whatever. And I just felt a good connection with that, right? Or I'm very competitive in sports, or I wanted to do something with my voice, or, things of that nature. So it's really cool to see what were some things we excelled at in past lives. So this is what I see for you. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. For those who chose group 5, I thought we were on group 6 already, but no, we got 2 more. So group 5. Let's go ahead and see what your past life gifts and talents were. The Sun card. Wow, look at that out the gate. The Sun card. We have the Eye, which is like, we have the Eye of Horus here, and then we have an Eye here. The eye, of course, being tied to the sun in Egyptian culture and some other cultures. We have wealth, the Fly period of ill health, depression. Let's go ahead and get this bone. Driver, baby. Oh, we dropped a card. Okay, we have a sun goddess here as well, reversed. So with solar energy, but maybe not with a goddess. We have a solar god and a solar goddess. Here, Mount Fuji. You guys could have been towards the west. It's specifically saying not the east, towards the west. Swagger. How much Leo do you want in your past life? Yes. 6 of Wands. Oh my gosh, another Leo card. 6 of Wands. 10 of Cups. The Sun card again. We did these potluck style. And the Princess of Cups. Oh my gosh, y'all were a golden child. You were the golden child. You led your family to wealth and abundance. Somebody had seen it ahead of time. And you guys could have really worked hard because someone in your family had ill health. You could have even been a child that at one point you had a weak constitution, as they would say, and they didn't think you were going to make it. And that was like devastating, absolutely devastating to your family. So there's many different cultures and traditions in this group. But basically they went and sought those traditions and sought the ancestors and just, pleaded and begged, even siblings of yours did, for you to make it and for something to be healed. Some of you, it was your bones, something happening with your bones, and they didn't think you were going to make it for a long time. Some of you, it could have been something with your eyes, but you ended up making it through and just being the sunshine of your family's life. 100%. You didn't close the door to life. You stepped into it with like your whole soul. You came through with grace and swagger all at once. And it's like the town celebrated, everybody celebrated. And after that, it was like anything that happened for you, you were the person that there would be like the whole town's going to come to your graduation or to your spiritual ceremony or your wedding. Forget about it. Everyone's trying to bless you. It's almost like too many gifts where people are like, no, please wear my jewelry, as a token. No, wear my family heirlooms. Like, but it wasn't a sense of being spoiled. Like, yes, there was a lot of tension. You did get used to it. There's a little cockiness because solar deities, especially from this pantheon, cocky as a mug. But here you weren't shy. So it's saying you didn't have that side like Amaterasu, who is very has her very famous story of when she got overwhelmed by the world and hid in the cave and they had to beckon her to come out. No, once your health crisis was over when you were young, you never tried to hide yourself. No. You were out there bold, okay? Bold as brass. We do have multiple genders, so I don't think everybody in this group had one particular gender, one particular origin on the earth kind of thing. I don't lean into race identity a lot because a lot of people use that in very appropriative and bigoted ways in spiritual communities and just immediately tell people what they want to hear so that they can carry it around, and I'm just not here for that, okay? But I will say that the race that you identify with, I think your family still holds to that. The race that you were in this lifetime, and more specifically, there's a cultural, like a spiritual line that's there, okay? It doesn't feel like modern religion. So if you're like, well, we did grow up with a particular, modern religion, now, however, we do have a tendency to also practice this in our family that was kind of passed down low key. That's the one. That's the religion that, or the spirituality that you practice that helped you through. So, for example, you're Pacific Islander. Maybe in some ways there's been colonization, so there's like Christianity in the family, but you practice those ancestral traditions, right? That's where you would have appealed to help you ceremonially, something like that. Okay, but yeah, it looks like you really, you were just a blessing, an ultimate lucky blessed child. The colors yellow and orange are still lucky for you to this day. Carrying coins, especially gold coins, are lucky to you for this day. You might not like to be around like ill health and stuff. You want to stay very, very healthy. There could be something with golden fish as well, red coral, silverfish. So things color of coins and money, you had the energy of those. But this person's even getting married in a yellow dress, not even traditionally white. Yellow dress. They have a yellow flower in their mouth. Like everything is fire colors, vitality colors, fortune colors. We have red also being very strong here. Definitely have Leo energy, but some of you could have been a water sign, particularly a Pisces, with like a Leo moon, or just like strong solar. Your sun could have been in a very prominent house. Like it could have been in the ascendant or something like that. So you came off with Leonine energy too. Yeah, talismans, that can be good for you. Eyes. We have the wings of Aset here. So it depends on your traditions. It can vary a little bit. But strong things are yellow, gold, especially in silver coins, hoops, circles, kind of things here. We have like coins that have the circle in them, the hole in them, so they can be carried on a string, red clothing, red embroidery, yellow clothes and clothing, things that represent leonine type animals like cats are a big thing. That can even be catfish, play on that as well. Things that are wheels, again, circles, solar, like a solar disc, right? So that can be a steering wheel as well. You could have also learned to actually drive or steer some kind of vehicle in that time frame, and that could have been a big deal back in that time as well. Yeah. You can also do better not in the mountains. So coming out of like the mountains, closer to sea level, you seem to do very, very well this lifetime you did. It feels like basically like almost like I'm doing a fortune reading for you, and I'm telling you these are the fortunes from that past life that you carry till now. You guys could also be very, very blessed in love, very innocent, romantic, full-hearted, intense love connections and commitments through sickness and health, all that kind of thing, long-term, very fairy tale love, big wedding procession, just turn up kind of thing. So if you're someone who you're like, yeah, I want to celebrate life, I want to live to my full vitality, I want to, have others around me who are just so overjoyed for me to be here, and you could even expect it when it's not really due. Like the people like, sit down. You're like, why didn't the class cheer when the teacher said my name? Because you ain't got it like that this lifetime. Maybe some of you are like, oh, that's why I got it like that. I've always had it like this. You could be Leo South Node. So this is what I'm seeing, y'all. Strong connection with solar, very sporty, athletic, but very graceful. So we have a dancer here. You guys could have been dancers. You could have been scuba divers, or what's it called? Free diving. You could have done free diving, depending on if they didn't have scuba gear back in your time frame. You could have also have phenomenal hair and like beard game, 100%. 100%. And you were just very prosperous and wealthy, very good psychic eye as well. You just found fortune. You could ascend to any position that you wanted to extremely easily. So if you can connect into this energy again, you will feel things kind of orbit around that soul energy for you, and you will find that you constantly find yourself put in a good light, given to the best opportunities, successful and very good at achieving kind of anything you want kind of vibe. You know, always finding a money path. Your family and your children can be very, very, very blessed. It looks like you were very loving to children. You could have had a lot of children this lifetime as well, a whole parade of them. And it looks like your lineages were very celebrated for a long time. Your name just carried such great blessings. So some of you could have incarnated into the same family. So you're like, yes, this sounds like my family. It could be a near relative of yourself reincarnated 100% for this one, because you came right back. Some of you came back like 3 times in a row. You're like, I'm the baby, I'm the baby, I'm the baby. That could even be a joke. Like, I'm the baby, everyone baby me, everyone favor me. I've seen families like that actually, where for whatever reason, that one person always is going to get their way. It doesn't matter what happens, that person gets their way. We're all okay with it and we all know it. It's just how it is, right? So you could be that golden child. All right, you definitely were in this past life. So that's what I'm seeing. Okay, I think I've given you more spotlight and time than the other groups. It seems like it. You even chose number 5, which we have gold here for all the numbers, but you chose number 5, which is the 5th house is Leo. So like Leo and children is like super good luck for you, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. Don't go against these things. If you're like, this doesn't sound anything like me, if you're like very anti-children, or like try to spur the spotlight or leadership positions, or you try to not care about your health, you're literally going against your soul fortunes. So, and that will make you just angrier and more frustrated. You'll feel dishonest with yourself and like you're not living life the way you should and you're not getting your dues. So if you're in that position currently, that could be why you're drawn to this reading. Group 5, lean back into, you can adjust if you need to, balance if you need to, but lean back into those talents and gifts from your past life. All right, I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, we have arrived. I've done a lot of readings right now. We're on group 6, and I'm still super excited to see what are your past life gifts for group 6. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. Are you trying to raise one on group 5? It was a good read, y'all. The pineapple, okay. Pineapple is very good in my traditions. We have elephant, rat. Some of you could be you're the rat. Ear. Let's see what we got. Pomegranate, footprints, fish, wallflower reversed. Had to come out of your shell. So cute. Fuel economy here. Buddha, be mindful, be detached, be compassionate. Buddha here. Inner child reverse, macaron. Or macaroon, however you want to say it, okay? The Hanged Man reverse. And we have I love Earth. Stubborn. You guys were an Earth sign. Everyone wants to know, what sign was I? You had strong Pisces, because I see Jupiter and Neptune. So you had strong Neptunian and Jupiter energies in your chart placement, or 12th house energy or Pisces energy. Even with Buddha here, we really have that vibe here. But strong Earth. Even elephants are ruled by Taurus. So Taurus is a big one here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We have here the rat here. Whew. All right, you were very abundant at different times. It could have been up and down. You could have had to fight for it a little bit, but with the fish, the pineapple, and the Wheel of Fortune, you definitely came into finances and money. You could be very conscious here. Fuel economy, I'm seeing here, not just like, oh, let me save my coin, although you would, because you could be stingy. But it was also, you did think earth conscious. I love the earth. I'm an earth sign. I love the earth. And that could have been a big part of your fortune coming towards you, is that you respected the earth realm, you respected your resources, you cared about your footprint, you cared about the spiritual energy that came with your resources. You wanted to make sure that when you left, okay, you Houdini'd out of here, that you didn't have like a big karmic balance with the earth. You're like, everything that I did had a place, all of my finances and anything I have is well taken care of. I do feel like for this group, it doesn't look like you passed away having children, so either they would have passed before you or they would have just not have been. Some of you, I think you did have a lot of children, but they passed before you in some way. And so that could have given you a bit more gruffer kind of demeanor, but you were actually somebody who was very spiritual, very meditative. Didn't take all the lessons that you could have with you, but you did try, and you did try to unfurl a bit more from yourself. And, you know, I feel like you tried to hear like the spiritual world. You try to focus on things that were positive, and I think you grieved a lot for the loss of those that you really loved, 100%. But it does say you were wiser at the end of your life than before, and I think that you gave your finances to like a monastery, or, you know, somewhere spiritual, something to help the earth when you passed away, 100%. The could be the ocean, the earth. You probably divvied up your finances, different things to help the environment or to go towards those kind of causes. It does look like people plotted on you. People could feel like, well, you came into good luck, why wasn't that us? Some of you did inherit from your family lineage some financing, and there could have been people in your family who, especially ones who didn't like you're open-minded. Like, I feel like for your family, for some of your family members, you were open-minded spiritually, and you were like the happy-go-lucky one. Others, they would have found that really laughable, because they're like, are you kidding me? Like, person stoic over here, really? But for your family, like, compared to what you were raised in, you were actually like a lot more go with the flow and not as conservative and things like that. So you had what feels like a family member or someone closely related to that who felt entitled to what you have, that was against your back a lot of the time. So you really learned how to survive and succeed outside of these traps. It's like they kept trying to trap you all the time. Like, look at this person, just looks like mean and bitter and like rah, rah, and like, ha, I got you now, right? I got you now. And then, you know, trying to hope that, I don't know, you'll leave them your inheritance or something. So you were very, very wise. This is a very important, it's really cool that you got the pomegranate, because it is a very important past life in your Akashic records right now to read, that the High Priestess would want to like prepare for you and introduce you to. So that's there as well. We have strong Capricorn here as well. I know it says Earth sign, but I'm looking at Saturn, and the goat just keeps grabbing my eye every second. So you guys could have also had Jupiter and Earth. So you were very blessed in Earth things, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Jupiters, especially Taurus and Capricorn Jupiters. Maybe currently, if you have those, it's a reflection of this energy that you carry from this luck and this talent with money and this talent with being very sturdy and stable and reliable, but finding a little fluidity for yourself and not being too rigid from this past life. Yeah. So looking from where you came from, I think this was a huge talent for you to branch out, to try to, you know, do new things, to become earthy, to have your own family, to chase your fortunes a little bit, to come out of your shell, because I think you were a very reserved person, definitely an introvert. You started things very introverted. I think for you, like I said, you started a journey one way, but you ended wiser and flourished more than you expected. There was also reconciliation here. So for some of the people who at first gave you a hard time or were stingy in your original family, you also did, you know, you did a mix of like standing up for yourself, conquering the evil plots, and then reconciling with the people who you could reconcile with and have a good connection. So overall, you did really good in those things. You didn't lose yourself too much spiritually or get too stuck in the earth. You could have loosened up a little bit more probably to our current spiritual standards, but you did a really good job. So this past life energy and these talents can help you when you feel like you can't move on, when you feel like your emotions and your grief would overwhelm you, because you were able to stay loving and considerate to yourself and the earth, even through the loss of your own children and your own family. There is also the energy here of being, you know, physically strong, you know, completing out your life. Basically, you completed your life plan. You didn't leave early. You took care of yourself. You took care of your health. You finished out your life contract and did respect to your physical body here that your soul came into. You did the best by your zodiac sign that you came into. Like, you were just, it's very practical earth sign in a way, but you were like, I'm going to complete to the best of my ability everything that I'm currently compatible with, that my soul came into. It's kind of like how an earth sign would do with a car. Like, I'm going to get every bit of mileage that I'm supposed to. I'm going to take care of this car. And then when it's time to let it go, I will. And I'll have good exchange with that too. So that's exactly what you did. So it could be a life where you felt very balanced in your karmic scales, and where it was just very satisfactory that you got, quite a bit of growth out. You did as well as you could. You didn't fall to your enemies. You learned to grow and love more, and you grew spiritually and in wisdom with the physical world as much as you can. So I think that you're proud of yourself and your Akashic records for this lifetime, and the footprint that you did leave on the earth was something that was within a respectful boundary and as close to zeroing out as you could. Yeah. So there's like some positive kickback from that. So that's what I was saying, y'all. Yay, we're done. We did it. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun doing these readings. What was your past life gift and some of your story? Oh, for this group, I didn't get a particular gender. So it was I did feel a bit more masculine, but that Earth is considered more of a feminine energied Earth placement. But I do feel like some of you were just non-binary, and a couple might have been female. So overall, I would say I felt more male people for this group, but I don't feel like it was exclusive for everybody in this general read for this particular group, okay? So, yes, anyways, I appreciate y'all. I had so much fun, and I hope you did as well. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye!